What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel, Wealth Hacker Labs. I'm your gracious host, Jeff Rose. And right now, I just want to have some real talk. I don't want to talk about economic stimulus. I just want to talk about kind of what's going on in my mind, on my thoughts, especially when it comes to investing. Many of you know the background. For those that don't, if you're new to the channel, I was a practicing financial planner for 16 years, had my own wealth management firm that I ended up selling. I'm still a certified financial planner. I still have that designation. And I had a finance degree and had an internship in college, straight into becoming a financial advisor, and did that for 16 years. So like that has been my backbone. That has been my bread and butter. Like that's just what I know. So of course, people are asking me, Jeff, what are you investing in? Or what is the best investment to make right now, especially when it comes to the stock market? Now, yes, if you are, hopefully if you are new to the channel, you have checked out some of my other videos where I talk about really the best way that you can invest is in yourself. You know, investing into your education, investing into your knowledge, into your experience. And like, that's how you actually build real wealth. That does take time though. I know many people are looking for, I won't say a shortcut, but like they want to see immediate results. And I get it. So right now, like when it comes to investing, when it comes to the stock market, like where do I think that you should be investing? And the market right now, I just think it's crazy. I think it's absolutely insane. The fact that the Dow is around 25,000 right now. You know, when coronavirus first started, you know, we dipped down to 18,000, and I really felt like it was going lower. I guess I could do a whole other video on that. So right now, just actually talking to a buddy of mine who is a former options trader on the Chicago Board of Trade, you know, right now, I mean, he in his words, he said, it's a flip of the coin right now. Like we're at 25,000 and next week we can be at 30,000 or we can be back to 18,000 or worse. There is just so much that can happen, and it can happen so quickly that we can see things turn on a dime. Today, I'm not giving a specific stock pick, a specific stock recommendation, but I want to give you really like the key word, the thing that you want to focus on right now when you are considering investing into individual stocks. And that key word is adaptability. Which companies are able to adapt to what is going on right now with the market, what's going on right now with the economy, what's going on right now with coronavirus and being quarantined and unemployment being at crazy levels. Which companies are adapting? The adaptability of the company. These are the ones that are going to be ahead, and you're already seeing that play out. And why I bring this up is because I had a situation with a company, and it wasn't like a big situation, but it's a big company, a company that I know that you are familiar with, and it truly showed their true colors, in my opinion, on their lack of adaptability. So who is this company? Well, let's actually take a look so you can see what I'm talking about here. So for those that don't know, so I do wear contacts, and occasionally, you know, if my eyes get dry, I wear glasses. I usually take my contacts out before I go to bed, and I like having two sets of glasses because one, well, let's just say I always misplace my glasses. So I like to have two pairs. So if I've got one in the bedroom, one in the living room, like I know where they're at. And the pair that I had, they were outdated, and I think I stepped on one, so they're a little crooked. So I thought, especially during coronavirus, like, man, like if, okay, maybe I went the whole like zombie apocalypse, like if the economy shuts down, if the country shuts down and I can't get contacts, I want to make sure that I've got some spare glasses with my prescription on hand in the event that, like, you know, I've got my 72-hour bag and I'm ready to hit the streets and fight for my life. Yes, I used to watch The Walking Dead, one of my favorite shows, until Rick went off. Whole other story. Sorry, I digress. So either way, I needed another set of glasses. So where did I go? Well, I went online to buy my glasses because I wasn't going anywhere. I wasn't going to go visit my local optometrist and sit in their chair and them touch my face as I'm checking my eyes if I can see the big E, because who knows if they got COVID-19. I didn't want to get that. So I went online, and there's a lot of different places you can go. You got Warby Parker, Lens Crafters, and I'm sure there's others, 1-800 Glasses, I'm sure. And first place I went was Warby Parker. Did I say that? Did I say that right? Warby Parker. Oh my gosh, I just feel like I'm saying that wrong. My apologies, Warby Parker, whatever your name is. So I went to this company. Let me just go and pull it up so you can see. So I went to this company, and they basically, you go through their whole process. You select like your face, and you select just the style that you want, and you go through this process, and then they will basically identify which are the best lenses for you, and you pick up to 5 different lenses. They send it out to you. You then try it on, and then if you like any of them, you keep them, and then you send the rest back, and then you pay for the ones that you keep. I'm sorry, actually no, you end up sending them all back because they have to send you the ones that actually have your prescription in there. And that whole experience was awesome. Like, that whole experience was so easy. I mean, it was easy. Like, there was no stress. It was super simple. The shipping was relatively quick. Getting the ones back, sending them back to them, was super simple. They send you a box. They got the pre-page label postage in there, already done for you. And then I can't remember exactly what happened, but check this out. Here, this is what I was really impressed with. So I had to call them for some reason, called their toll-free number, and I'm gonna actually read this tweet that I sent out, and this is back on April 27th. So I called Warby Parker customer service, and a real person answered immediately. No prompts, no pressing 1 pound, 2 pound, and then an elevator hold music for 5 minutes. I can't remember the last time that happened calling a business. #refreshing. So I mean, just think about the last time that you've called in from your estimation, like a big company. And I've called like local businesses, like small mom and pop shops that, you don't get a real person that answers. You get their automated system, and you still gotta press 1 pound, 2 pound until you finally speak to the operator. So to call this Warby Parker and to get somebody on the phone immediately, like I was shocked. I was shocked. So anyway, I ended up getting a pair of glasses from them. And from there, I was like, you know what? I still want one other pair. I didn't really like a lot of the other, all the other frames were very similar. There really wasn't, much change on the frame. So I thought, okay, where else can I go? So then I went to more of, I guess, tried and true name, one that I was more familiar with, and that was LensCrafters. So I went on LensCrafters, and from there, they have different companies they work with. So like, Ray-Ban or Oakley or all these other different companies. So, the website isn't as user-friendly as a Warby Parker. I mean, it's a little bit dated, but that's okay. End up choosing 2 different lenses, two different lenses, sent them to me. I liked one of them, and then I wanted to send the second one back. And that's where the story picks up. So what exactly happened? So what happened was that, all right, I've got my glasses. I want to return them, the ones that I don't want to keep. How do I do that? I didn't see anything in my email, like the confirmation that said how to return. So then where do I go? I go to their website. Go to their website and try to figure out, okay, how do I actually return my glasses? And just because I do some online shopping, I'm familiar with the fact that usually you're gonna find some sort of return button on the site. Sure enough, here it is, online returns. Select that, and then I look at the different options. So I can call them, give customer service a call. You got a toll-free number. And then from there, once you get the email printout, I didn't get an email though. Or if you don't, yeah. So you call them, we'll get to that here in a second. Or you can email them, okay, so where's the email address? And there is no email address. You have to click the contact us link on their site, which is actually this one. And then you fill out this form, or no, you send an email, which is basically ends up being a form, I believe. Yeah, so it's looks like a contact form, which I hate these because does anybody actually read these? Does this go to anybody? Who knows? Who knows? So anyway, beginning the process of trying to return, I don't see an easy option. I tried calling initially, and guess what I got? 1 pound, 2 pound, 3 pound. And I was on hold for like almost 5 minutes and got nowhere. I didn't talk to anybody. And then if I recall, like I had to go run, I got 4 kids, I'm quarantined at home. So like I had to take care of them. So like, oh, fine, I'll just try sending the email. So I took advantage of the easier route, the email. And then I sent that email, and I'm checking here. It was on May the 11th. I don't know if you can see the date here. I'm actually showing you my email. So it was May the 11th is when I initially sent this email. So I fired off the email, and guess what? I didn't get anything back. I forgot how many days went by. I think the initial email said like, oh, you'll hear from us within 5 days. And I remember checking my email, and it had been like 7 or 9 days from the original email, and I still hadn't heard from them. So what do? So this time I actually tried responding to my confirmation email, and I just said, hey, I need to return my eyeglasses from this order, gave them the order number, and that was on May the 18th. Guess what happened? Didn't get anything back. Still, like, never anything, never a confirmation, nothing. Just absolutely got nothing. So now I'm thinking like, I don't want to pay for these glasses. Like, what do I need to do to get my money back? So then it began the process of doing what I tried to avoid, and that was calling them. So I finally called, and then I call, you get this email here that says, hey, thank you for contacting LensCrafters. We received your voicemail. I had to leave a voicemail. And let me just say, to actually leave a voicemail, like you had to go through 1 pound, 2 pound, 4 pound, 5 pound, all these different prompts. Like what type of order? Was it an online order? Was it in person? Are you checking the status? I mean, it was like this whole thing just to leave a voicemail. So keep that in mind. And then I get this: we received your voicemail, request and return. Please provide us the model number of your frame. Okay, crap. Didn't do that. So then I had to reply to that email. And then within, I think it was like 24 hours, I get another email back from them. And then they want to know, which I thought they would actually know this, was thank you for reaching out to LensCrafters on your order. Is this an in-store or online order? I'm like, oh, it's like, wait, can you not just put my order number in your system and see if it was online or in store? Like, to me, like your database should say that. And that was like another 24 hours had passed before I could even respond to that, to where finally on, which day? Here it is, on May the 28th, I finally get the email saying, here is your UPS label to return your eyeglasses. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. So, I mean, we're talking, it took 17 days just to return something, So adaptability, you know, like I look as LensCrafters as being one of the top eyeglass companies like in our country. And they have a pretty strong online presence, but the ability to process a return, just like, it was like pulling teeth, but worse. And compare that to Warby Parker, that I was able to order my glasses, send the ones back with no hiccups, like no hangups. Like, it was just so super easy, so super simple. Adaptability. And I get it, it's coronavirus. I get it. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on right now that you can't even compare to anything else. But nonetheless, like, you are seeing companies right now that have they've just been able to adapt a whole lot quicker. And that's why we're seeing companies like Facebook and Amazon and Tesla, and especially even for those that are going out to eat, all the different restaurants that, yes, you can't dine in, but they've got takeout ready. They could shift. So they basically, that's what I'm looking at. So if you're looking at companies to invest into, do not look at companies that are still stuck in I can't say the 90s, but the early 2000s, that their technology isn't there. If they don't have a strong online presence, if going through to buy anything online, to return anything online, like, if that is a headache, man, like, no one's going to go back. I mean, Amazon, I mean, they are the disruptor. They basically have set the status quo on what it should be, you know, and Walmart's getting there, Target's getting there. Like, these companies are adapting. Big banks are, I mean, they're hurting. They're going to be hurting Because you got, I mean, think about the prepaid debit cards that went out. That wasn't through Bank of America. You know, that wasn't through Merrill Lynch or Citibank. That was Visa. That had Visa's logo all over it. Visa, MasterCard, they are adapting. PayPal, I mean, I could go on and on and on. That's why you're seeing these companies having record earnings. Like there's no surprise why you see companies that are hitting 52-week lows or, you know, all-time lows. Think Under Armour, or as compared to seeing companies that are seeing all-time highs. I mean, the fact that Facebook hit 240 a share, Tesla's, you know, back up 900. That's not a surprise. It's because they are adapting. They have the ability to adapt like that. And that's what you need to look for if you truly are trying to make money and build wealth in the market. All right, so I hope you enjoyed me showing, ranting a little bit and just giving you just what to look for. You know, like that's what you should base everything on. Is like, man, which companies are adapting? Which the ones are leading technology? Which ones are cutting edge? As opposed to which ones are just still stuck doing the same thing they've been doing for years. And like, that's how you're not going to make money. That's how you're going to lose money real quick. All right, y'all. Hope you found this information helpful, useful. If you did, be sure to like. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe. Got more information coming your way. This is Jeff Rose reminding you that it's your money, it's your life, and only you can make it awesome. Until next time, peace.